the distinction between jihad and terrorism are two different ones. Terrorism are publicly directed acts of violence aimed at civilian populations.
Warfare often does exactly that. You blow up electrical plants and water facilities and things of that kind.
Yeah, but is that the aim? I mean, you're talking about collateral damage, or?
Well, yeah, so to speak, collateral damage, whether it's intentional or not, is another.
Yeah. Well, when you get into
motivation doesn't matter, you said earlier.
yeah. Well, when you get into those kinds of circumstances, you're going to enter into a line drawing exercise. All right, and you're defining the difference between this or that. Okay. But in terms of civilian population, all right, who are themselves not engaged in war, okay, Hirabah is generally the rule that's going to be appropriate. Yes?
Okay, so several people have had a chance to go online and read about the bombings that took place in London today. I would say that's an act of Hirabah. So, my question is, if this has been claimed by some, apparently, allegedly, al-Qaida cell has said that they're responsible for the bombings. If they are identifying as Muslims, how can they justify acts of Hirabah? How can al-Qaida have justified the World Trade Center and the Pentagon? How is that justifiable if it is so clear in Muslim law that this is a crime? The most heinous crime that one can commit. Right.
Okay. Let me answer that question a little more indirectly, but I promise I'm going to come right to that question. It is a mistake to assume that all Muslim activists are somehow attached to the tradition of Islamic law. That is a mistake. I can have a big beard. I can be a leader of some movement. I can have a humongous reputation. It does not mean I have an intimate knowledge of Islamic law. Okay? Let me try and give you a demonstration of what I'm talking about here. Remember back in 1981, something very important happened in Egypt. Anybody remember what that was? It was the assassination of Anwar al-Sadat. Okay? And a number of people were arrested and given life jail sentences, all right, coming out of that. Some people were executed, like Istanbuli and others were given life sentences, okay? These people were part of a group known as al-Jama'ah Islamiyya, okay, the Islamic group, all right? A few years ago, this very group came out with a whole series of books, I have them, okay, in which they state explicitly, we were wrong. Okay? And what was the evolution of this conclusion? The Egyptian government, all right, decided way back sometime in the 90s to yield to one of their requests to have books and study circles in the prisons. And the Egyptian government had books, truckloads, shipped into the prisons. And these guys started reading classical books of exegesis, of law, and theology. And they concluded, now that they had this access to the actual teachings and traditions of Islamic law, we were wrong. And these are guys, as they say, we're doing life, we're never going to see the light of day again. This is not for any political or other purpose. This is purely out of our devotion to our religion. We didn't know Islam then. We had an idea that we turned into an ideal. And now we've had a chance to study. We discovered that we were wrong. And by the way, they mentioned people like Osama bin Laden by name. That this is wrong what he's doing. All right? And one of their, Hassan al-Ziyad, Ahmed al-Ziyad, I'm sorry, was a very close friend of Ayman al-Zawahiri. He did a number of years in prison, got out, he's now an attorney for this group. Okay? And he talks about, the kinds of exchanges that he himself had with people like Ayman al-Zawahiri. So we should not assume that because somebody gets up and they're very vociferous and very strident, etc., that they're necessarily reflective of the tradition of Islamic law. They might not know it at all. And by the way, Osama bin Laden, for example, is an engineer, not a juridically trained scholar.